Okay, quick tutorial on managing the newsletter. Uh, you'll probably have this installed. Chances are you'll have the commercial version, even though we haven't paid for it, because it's perfectly okay to have it installed, but they do require you to pay if you need support. But in your case, you have my support. Okay, I'm not going to bother going too much into the configuration, although as you'll see here we've got the business name set up, the default email address, and this is quite important, the bounce email address. So if we send emails out and those emails don't have a recipient, or there's a problem with the mailbox, they'll get managed by the bounce configuration. And that's actually quite easy. It's already been set up in the back end on the server, so you simply have to go to bounce handling and tell it to handle all the bounced mails, and you'll see now it's saying that there are no messages. If there were messages, there would be an option to click here, and then you'd scroll down a long list of say 100 and tell it to manage them. And basically what that would do is it would go into the lists for your newsletters, and anybody who bounced, move them from subscriber to unsubscriber, because it's pointless sending them a newsletter unless they can receive it. So what we're going to cover here is actually creating the newsletters. Now, on this list here, newsletters, this is the default list that people will subscribe to. Currently it's double opt-in, which means if somebody subscribes to the newsletter, they will receive a welcome email or double opt-in email. In fact, we'll just go into that. So if we go to subscription, edit the confirmation email here, and this is what they will receive when they actually sign up. I wouldn't worry about these shortcodes. It's just a message to say you've signed up to the newsletter, and there'll be a link at the bottom that says click here to confirm your subscription. And once they do that, they're double opted into the newsletter system, which is very handy for exporting the data to mail services such as MailChimp, etc., because they require that we have a double opt-in facility for the subscribers. So if we go to newsletters, lists, and we edit this newsletter list, you'll see there's an option here to send them a welcome message. We can send the latest newsletter, or we can actually create our own newsletter. We're going to do that in a moment. So if I go to newsletters now, you'll see there's the welcome newsletter that we've created. So the heading will probably be okay, but if you want to change it, you just hover over it, click on edit, and then you can just start editing it straight away. And the same applies to each section. Each section is editable. I would leave that as it's just a horizontal rule underneath. And then we've got another section here. And if you want to change an image, simply click on the image and select the image icon from the toolbar, or double click it, and you can upload a new image. So if we scan for an image and click browse, and just navigate to any image that you want to use. So for example that one. What I typically do is hover over the image, and you'll see here it tells me the image dimensions, 575 by 385. That's a little bit too wide for us, but that doesn't matter, we can adjust that. So click open, click import to bring the image into the newsletter system, and you'll see there it is. So we can give the image a title. And if we change the width, it should change the height automatically. Yeah, it does. So it maintains what's referred to as the aspect ratio. And we're going to set that image to align left. Click insert, There we go, the image is in. A little bit nasty, so we can easily change that. In fact, if we just click the image once, click again to select, and we can just drag it like that. There we go. You'll see the text is bunched up right against the image, so we can edit that. If we just double click the image, again we'll have to set the width again, set it to left. Now, I think the margin is in pixels, but we'll just put 10, let's see what it does. Yeah, it set it to 10 pixels, that's great. So then we can now edit this content here. If you don't like this button, another one that I like that's standard is this. So we can actually just grab that button, copy it, and paste. There we go. It's not taking it in properly though. So just Control Z to undo that. Right, let's just click Save. And what I'm going to do now is go down to this section and click Source. This will show me the source code for this section. There we go. You'll see there's the Read More button code. So I'm just going to copy that from there. Oop. All the way to there. Copy that. Just close that. And I'll come up here and edit this section and click View Source. Expand that to full screen. Go back in again, edit source. By products, JPG, that's the button that we want to replace. Paste. Now don't click close, we'll just scroll down and click OK. Let's put the image in there instead of there, so we can delete that. The key thing here is when somebody clicks that Read More, it should go to a page. So what we want to do is click on the image once to select it, and then click on the link button, and then put in a link to the page. The intention here really is to give people a summary of a blog article, some bullet points perhaps, or something interesting, and then give them a button to click to read more. Okay, just click outside of that now to save that. So that's pretty much how we edit the newsletter itself. One of the other things we need to do is select a list to send it to. You'll see here there's a few lists, but we haven't selected a list, so I'm going to say send this to everybody on the newsletters list, and it will automatically publish once we send, so we don't need to do anything there. The sender information, that will already be completed. Sometimes with some templates it says default, you can just leave that as it is, and that's pretty much it. The only other thing is the spam tester, so we'll just do a preview and we'll do a spam test on the mail just to see if that's going to bypass any spam filters. And it's saying we're getting a 6.5 score, so I'm just going to scroll down and see what the problem might be. It's saying we're not fully authenticated, so I need to verify that and check that. I thought I'd already checked that. And there's probably text to HTML ratios giving us an issue, and the X priority header, so I'm going to have a look at those as well. 6.5 isn't a bad score, but it could be better, so we'll increase that. Once we're happy with it and we've tested it, and we've reviewed the newsletter that comes through and all the links and everything that are in it, we can simply click send. I won't do that now because it will actually execute a send, even though it's only going to 2 users. But that's pretty much it. If you've got any specific questions, any details that you need to get into, just give us a call or drop me an email. Thank you.